Yeah, see, this is why it's smart to upload reviews of movies the week they come out. Had I done that, I'd have a review for Gran Turismo for you this week. As it stands, I'm like, in the words of Barry Burton from the original Resident Evil,
what is this?
We'll see if the YouTube algorithm gods are pleased with this sacrifice of my sanity. So Retribution, it's called Retribution, right? Good news, it is in fact Retribution. It's a film starring Liam Neeson in which he gets in the car, he's driving his kids to school, and then some bomber calls a cell phone that's in his car and is like,
"There is a bomb under your seat."
And yeah, he has to drive around, do these tasks for this bomber. If he gets out of the car, there's a pressure plate, the bomb will blow up. If he doesn't do what he says, the bomb will blow up. It's pretty much the movie Phone Booth on wheels, or a more claustrophobic version of Speed. Though it doesn't matter if he goes above or below 50, that's not the reason the bomb might blow up. So I guess it's just called Speed Limit. You can already tell I'm bitter and grumpy about this movie, so not even gonna save face. Let's just do it. Traditions are traditions. I don't even know when this became a tradition, but it is to me. Is it me, or do my thoughts get more concise the more I drink scotch on camera? If not, well, give me this one delusion. All right, first of all, Liam Neeson's weirdly cast in this movie. You see Liam Neeson, you're like, okay, he's gonna get on the phone with the guy and be like, I have a particular set of skills. No, it just feels like he's like, they haven't told me if I'm in Obi-Wan Season 2 yet. I need this job. But he plays a Wall Street dad, and early on, you're supposed to get the feeling that this guy's a bullshit artist and someone who's causing all these problems in his life is really pissed at him, and he might have skeletons in the closet. More of a trickle that you're supposed to experience because you already get the vibe from this guy. That's why Colin Farrell in Phone Booth was perfect. You know this guy's a sleazebag. You know he has skeletons in the closet. Pop the popcorn, we wait with bated breath. Man, I just started right in. Let's talk about the positives first. Positives are, sometimes the movie reminded me of another movie that it pulled from that did it better. In a weird roundabout way, thinking of a better movie while watching a bad movie can be construed as a positive by your brain. The script in this movie, well, it was kind of funny. Unintentionally so. This dude, couple rows behind me, it was an empty theater. It was me, him, I think a family way up there. This dude was just laughing. Bless him. Example, there's a scene where he's trying to get in touch with his wife. People in this office are giving him the stonewall, so he has to be like, I need to talk to my wife. The kids are in danger. So the wife gets on the phone like, hey, how are the kids? What's wrong? And he was like, kids are fine. I just had to get you on the phone. We're in a car with a bomb. It's an odd way of saying the kids are fine. I feel like the phrase is either the kids are fine or they're in a car with a bomb. What's your definition of fine there, Dad of the Year? I suppose it's a little thing, but there's so many little things in here. In a world where devil's in the details, there's so many moments where I was like, it's hard to talk about because a lot of the bullshit in the movie is wrapped into spoilers. I've seen that a lot in movies. You can almost feel the screenwriters being like, but if we have a lot of the contradictions and the bullshit wrapped into spoilers, and people who review the movie can't talk about that. Boom. That's the thing, though. Here I am, scotch in hand. I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to talk about it. Spoiler alert. I know, we're kind of breaking protocol, but don't care. I'm telling you, I've seen the movie. It's not worth caring about. What's the over-under? Blue Beetle makes more than this movie this weekend. Right, exactly. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you the big scheme, the big plan, the who, the why. You know what you need to know. The movie's not good. You should skip it entirely. Great. All right. Let's have a little fun here and talking about some of the bullshit that's kind of wrapped into spoilers. There's a scene where he's at a dead stop. All the police have surrounded him. This is actually the scene the movie got far more interesting. It is a subject of much interest when thinking about the film, as much as I'm going to pre-review. After this review, I'm never thinking about the movie again, but when thinking about the film before I go on camera, I'm like, yeah, this was the most interesting part of the movie, is when the car stopped moving and he's talking with the cops, and the cops are like, yeah, this cop lady's like, I don't believe you. He's like, there's a bomb under my seat. She's like, that's very quantifiable. You, is there? I still think you're the one doing it, sir. Who's clearly doing this under duress. And he's like, he's been calling me from this phone. She's like, that's the phone? He's like, yes. I don't know why that's my Liam Neeson voice. That's as good as I get. I don't know. This is the phone. Here, take this phone. Go elsewhere. He might call you on it. Then you'll know. Or you can just triangulate the position of whatever phone. There are 100 things you could do with this phone if I just give it to you. I'll stay down here where there's no cell phone signal and he can't detonate the bomb. The only thing that can detonate the bomb is if I get up, and I'll wait. It's fine. So anyhow, after the cops are like, yeah, you're on a pressure plate and there's a bomb attached to that. I kind of don't believe you though. Why don't you really tell the truth? He hauls ass, he takes off, the cops chase him, and it feels like, it's like he just goes around a corner and the cops are like, where'd he go? I don't know. He was right here. Because then he parks and has a 10-minute conversation with the bomber. It all just made no sense. It's like, where are the cops? They were just on your ass. You have a very recognizable car with no doors at this point. Why are they not there right now? At a point, the car tips on its side, still doesn't blow up. The car in which he's sitting on a pressure plate is on its side, in which he is not applying the correct amount of pressure to keep that bomb from going off. Still hasn't gone off. You ever weigh yourself on a scale sideways? Doesn't really work. Then he falls in a river. The car does finally blow up, and the cop who was suspecting him the whole time is like, the car blew up and he's safe in the river. In fact, that's the fishiest thing I've seen from this suspect yet. I should be like, that's definitely our guy, but I think I believe him now. Nod of approval to end credits. That's where the movie ends. Definitely what we used to call MOW, movie of the week. The movie's just boring. It's as simple as that. But if the shoe fits, actually, this is important. Man, you ever hear a phrase in a totally otherwise terrible script? It just kind of weirdly blows your mind? It shouldn't, but it does. There's a line in this movie where someone says, in Cinderella, if the slipper fits so perfectly, then why did it fall off? I was like, oh, I don't know. But I'm gonna think about that. That was kind of a rabbit hole. Back to the point that got me on that tangent. If the shoe fits, and the shoe of Retribution fits to be dog shit. All right, so Barbie, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Just playing the odds, folks. Who are we kidding? Or Retribution, or any made-for-TV movie that got a theatrical release. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.